This is New Year's Day in England in 1947. Fighting the Second World War and saving the world from the nightmares of this man and his moustache has left England truly poor and exhausted. Louis Francis Albert Victor Nicholas Mountbatten, one guy, same guy, is called by PM Clement Attlee and is told, "You go to India, you sought independence." Louis Francis Albert Victor Nicholas Mountbatten is like, he runs to his cousin, the King Emperor, and the king says to him, "You go to India, you sought independence." So Louis Francis Albert Victor Nicholas Mountbatten, one guy, same guy, flies to India. He meets the main leaders of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Mohammad Jinnah and Vallabhbhai Patel. He says, "We are leaving India. You handle India?" Gandhi says, "Very good." Nehru says, "Mwahahaha." Patel says, Jinnah coughs and says, "Wait a minute." Vallabhbhai Patel was born in Gujarat, the son of a farmer. His father had fought against the British in the 1857 revolt. When he grew up, he worked as a labourer in Vadodara's factories. He saved every penny. At the age of 33, he went to London to study law. He came back and fought for workers' rights in those same factories where he had been a worker. Then he fell in love with Gandhi. Here is some info on someone else, and please don't freak out. There was another boy who was born in the same town of Gujarat as Gandhi. He was born into the same caste as Gandhi, but many years before his birth, his grandfather converted to Islam. He is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Jinnah, like all the cool kids of his time, cuffed and then went to study law in England, just like Nehru and Gandhi and Patel. In the early days of his political career, he also had fallen in love with Gandhi. But sometimes he thought Gandhi and Nehru were like the popular mean girls in town and taking all the credit. So he cuffed and said, "I'm gonna take my people and make sure you never be mean to them again." So while sipping on his whiskey and cuffing, he demanded a separate nation for Muslims. The British were like, "What?" Nehru was like, "No." Gandhi was like, "You just hurt my feelings." Patel was like, But then, with time, everyone felt it had to be done. Jinnah was not going to change his mind. And slowly, Nehru and Patel agreed too. So Louis Francis Albert Victor Nicholas Mountbatten called Cyril Radcliffe, the most brilliant barrister in England, and said, "Divide India." Radcliffe was like, "Where exactly is India?" So he took a pencil and drew a line, dividing a country. Its people, its heritage, its history, its identity, and the dictionaries, of which India kept A to K and the rest went to Pakistan. That side became Pakistan, a country for Muslims. This side remained India, a country for everyone. Families, farms, homes, armies were divided. Many Muslims faced the question of whether they wanted to remain in India or go to Pakistan. One of those was Major Yaqub Khan, a young Muslim officer in the Viceroy's bodyguard. His father was the Prime Minister to his uncle, the Nawab of Rampur. Major Yaqub Khan decided to leave all his childhood memories, his friends, his home, his cricket and polo trophies, even his parents, and go to Pakistan. In Pakistan, in a few months, he led a battalion of Pakistani army up the snow slopes of Kashmir, assaulting men from Indian army who had been his brother soldiers, his Fauji Bhai, just a few months ago. His battalion soon faced the Garhwal Regiment of India. Its commander was a Muslim like Major Yaqub Khan, who in 1947 took a different decision. He decided to stay in India. His name was Yunus Khan. He was Yaqub Khan's elder brother. If they all knew that Jinnah was coughing because he had tuberculosis and was gonna die soon, they could have avoided the partition. But what they sadly couldn't avoid were the stupidity, the hate, the ignorance. And that is what costs a nation its peace and prosperity. Not what religion its citizens are, but how fucking stupid they are.